Hey guys, what's cooking? My bad on it being a solid month since we had a cooking video. I try to make these weekly. As some of you guys know, I have multiple YouTube channels. This channel here is what I consider my second main channel, and my main channel is my gaming channel, and sometimes it gets a little crazy over there on the gaming channel. So yeah, lately there's been a lot of stuff going on, but we're back. So today I'm gonna cook up a macaroni dish. I'm not sure what I'm calling it yet, because this was definitely a creation I did on the spot. Wasn't really sure what I wanted to eat that night, and we just kind of winged it. So okay, so this is basically the ingredients. We got some broccoli. Onion is in that little container there. Half a cucumber, half a tomato, some green onions. I threw in some tuna. There's a couple of missing ingredients, so also some mayo was added into the dish. And I think I might have thrown some cheese in. We'll find out when the video rolls. But yeah, and then of course macaroni. Okay, so you can of course start by boiling some water on the stove and just getting your macaroni ready. The prep work that I put into this really took roughly as long as it takes to boil some water and make your macaroni. So yeah, you'll have everything kind of situated at the right time. So I just grabbed a decent sized bowl, I guess, and I just threw the veggies into it. So we're gonna start cutting the green onions. You can see there's like two or three, and yeah, just chop those up, put it in the bowl. Broccoli, I grabbed like 4 things of broccoli, and just cut those up, throw it in the bowl. The cucumber, I sliced half a cucumber, and also half of a tomato. The onion, I just grab a few slices and just dice them up. And then, you don't have to, but I like shaking the container. It makes me feel like they're a little more evenly distributed. I also grabbed a jalapeno, and I can't remember. Did I keep the seeds in? I guess we'll find out. Sometimes I'll take the seeds out if I don't want it to be too spicy, and sometimes I keep it in. So we can see on screen. The reason for this like decorated macaroni, I guess, rather than just doing like mac and cheese or something, was that I wasn't sure what I wanted to eat, and macaroni seemed like a nice kind of chill meal to make that day. And I also had all these veggies that I'd been making salads out of, but I ran out of lettuce, so they'd just been sitting in the fridge, and eventually they were gonna go bad. So I just decided to use them all up. Of course there was some broccoli left, because that's like half a bag there. But for the most part, I used everything up. Last minute, I kind of decided to add some tuna into the mix. So by this point, the macaroni's done. Mystic, my black cat here, she loves when I open up a can of tuna. You can hear Mystic. She always knows. Okay, here I'll cave for today's video. I usually don't show you the kitchen floor. because I hate it and I want to redo it. But, you got to see Mystic, eating out the tuna can. But yeah, that floor is the reason a lot of my cooking videos are so zoomed in. It's because and that's not dirt. That's what the floor looks like after you mop the floor. So yeah, it's the one part of the kitchen I don't really like. The rest I can handle pretty good, but it's an old house, so it will take money to fix that, and lots of it. The floor has looked that bad for years, before I even moved into this house. It's one of the many things right now on my list, not to interrupt the cooking video here, but right now on my list of things to do for the house. I want to redo the floors. I want to buy a new toilet for the basement and a new shower. The toilet and shower, I looked at it and I can get that for like $1,000, but replacing the floor is going to cost a hell of a lot more than like $1,000. Floor is a pretty big one for me though, because I have a cooking channel. It would be nice for you guys to be able to see the full kitchen, and you don't see the full kitchen because I'm always trying to hide that floor in the videos. So here's the one and only video that will probably ever have that floor showing. More macaroni than I intended. I would say fry them and then put them in. Yeah, as I'm doing it right now, I'm thinking that would have been a great way. I'm gonna have to transfer this and stuff. The sauce base is just some mayo. I like doing like a mayo type mixture when it's tuna. And that meow would be the other cat. Her name is Isis. If you're using the jalapeno, be careful with how much you add of this, because it does already have heat. I'm gonna add a bit of cheese. So, just a tablespoon. And yeah, just added that for a little extra flavor, because even with the tuna and the sriracha, it still would have been kind of minimal for flavor. So cheese, adds that little extra. And yeah, that was my meal. So I just kind of winged this, guys. Just, yeah, we'll just call this Myst's macaroni creation. It was delicious though. I'm not the greatest at like putting vegetables with my food. I'm a very plain person, so like a lot of the time when I make mac and cheese, it's just cheese. Yeah, it's just, you cook the macaroni, you add the cheese, and done. So I don't usually dress it up the way we did today. And then if I do it with tuna, it's usually just macaroni with tuna. And, and I always add mayo because I like the mayo with the tuna. So I know that one's definitely a preference. Some people really don't like mayonnaise, but totally up to you. You could always omit that if you're not a fan of mayo. Mayo is life as far as I'm concerned. And that's the video. So I hope you enjoyed. Have a great weekend, guys. It's the last weekend of September, so enjoy it. The weather is starting to get a little chillier. It's like raining today as I'm editing this video. So that's it. We will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Happy cooking.